our secret sauce is on how we deliver over any underlay scalable connectivity to get to public or private cloud services. And we don't discriminate between them. And we also can bring in the remote internet gateways, keep those black networks I talked about. We can actually deliver in a single environment, both say in a retail store, a point of sale network, a standard business network, a separate guest Wi-Fi network, and a separate black network for IoT devices that is not exposed to the internet at all. And it's just a completely private addressed private network for internet devices so that you don't have the problem of malware being on those devices. They have a gateway to get back to China or wherever, and you're in a much safer environment. We also have the ability to overlay our base service with additional technologies, so risk management, security management, things of that nature on the managed service layer. So think about a laminar environment where you can start to layer different services on top of the WAN. Now, I started with the company a year ago, but the founder started this company out of his basement 15 years ago. We've got 21 patents in the space, and more coming. You notice some logos there that are pretty nice logos to have on your brag sheet. We work with all of the Canadian carriers, most of the US carriers that have ever come up. We get there, and we do not anticipate in most cases you're going to have to rip and replace stuff. We will figure out how to coexist. We'll phase in, phase out kind of approach. Rip and replace is just a nasty word to go in front of any CFO with. We'll figure out a coexistence strategy that works. Why do people work with us? We make it simple. We prioritize critical apps. We safeguard critical apps. We autonomously adapt to changes in the underlay networks. And we extend visibility and insight to all the devices and sites that you have. That makes it pretty simple to run and manage. We're doing this today in over 1,300 cities across North America, where we have network traffic for 2,300 customers. And it's a network as a service, pure OpEx model. Typically when you go and you buy a wide area network, they want you to go buy a router, buy a firewall, buy this, buy that, have a Congo line of boxes at the edge. We give you one simple appliance, all of the different softwares, network functions in the edge of the appliance. It's a simple way to buy the technology, and we do it starting here in Canada for a private SD. If you are a multi-site company and need a private SD-WAN, we start that at $82 a month for a 25 meg private network service per site. So you can go and you can buy, a Rogers link and a Bell link, have an LT backup, and for less than $300 a month, you've got a 5 nines network for less than you pay for an MPLS link in downtown Toronto. That I guarantee you does not give you 5 nines. Make it simple to buy, simple to support, and this is what we're going to use to bring in all of the IoT devices. So you notice we've got a 1 meg service for $8.25 Canadian. Imagine we're scaling that down to as low as 128 kilobits per second. And the pricing will scale down commensurate with the bandwidth cost. And we can manage this at scale. You don't have to manage keys for security. We do all the security management framework, all of that stuff, making it simple. Single phone call to make for support, where we build managed scale as a full network as a service, managed service offering. And one number to call, one invoice from it, no matter how many service providers are under the cover. We'll give you that one invoice to make it simple to manage and deploy. Big community, can learn more about us. I have tried to put everything that we do. I'm going to try to get from Peter the video of this, and every time we do a talk, every presentation, every webinar, everything goes up on the website for people to be able to learn everything that we talk about and say fully transparent on the site. If it's not there, it's probably because we just haven't found out that somebody asked a question about it. But we'll try to get every question you have up, answered, and publicly available for others, because there's no point in this environment today in hiding stuff. Right? It's a very collaborative environment. So Feel free to join the conversation with us on any of the social channels. Speak with any of our folks. We've got a bunch of sales guys here in the room. If you want to talk and find out a little bit more, and thank you all for your time.
Are there any questions now?